Okay, so all of us have gotten lost in our lives at one point, whether we take a wrong turn driving or get lost in math when the teacher's talking, and I do that a lot because I really get math. So out of all those times, most of us find our way back or go in the direction we intended to go in the first place. And so when you're a little kid, you hear the words like stay close or don't go too far, and as a little kid you don't think much about that when you hear your parents say that. And so I think that you should really listen to your parents, because those words or certain directions that they give you, if you don't listen, then something bad could really happen. And so when, I don't really remember how old I was, but we were really little, and me and my friends would always go down to a creek right beside our house, and it's like down the hill from my house, so you have to wear like really heavy clothing because you don't want to get ticks, or like there was always poison ivy all in the forest. And so every time before we left to go down to the creek, my mom would always say like stay close and don't go too far, or like pick a certain landmark that is around your house, so then you know, like if it's always in your point of view, then you know you're close to our house. And so after me and my friend Emily, we left and we started going down, and we got down to the creek and we started playing a game, like, I don't know, we called it African Safari, I guess. And so we would make up animals that we found and make up plants and stuff that we found in the creek. And so we kind of got carried away with that, and we kept going and didn't pay attention to where we were. And suddenly this creek started to like end, and so we kind of knew that we were not in the right spot that we were supposed to be. So we thought we were super smart, and we walked up the hill to check to see where we were, and we were in a field, and my house is not close to any fields. And so we kind of started freaking out, and I honestly don't know how we made it back home, but somehow we started hearing our names being called, and so we just kept following that sound, and we ended up the hill from my house in our neighbor's yard. And we got there, and my parents were really mad at us. We knew that we went too far and we got lost, and we were just happy to be home, and so were they, but they were still really mad. So what I learned from this is that when your parents say certain things, that you do need to listen to it, and that if you don't, something bad like that could happen. Like if we didn't ever hear our names being called, like I could have broken a bone falling from like a tree climbing up the hill, or a stranger could have picked us up in that field, I guess, I don't know. Something bad could have happened. And so I think what you guys can all learn from this is that listen to your parents if they give you a certain direction, and don't take those words, like don't ignore those words.